the situation in front of us. And I think it's time we talk it out and forget all the fuss. And if it's not me, I'll have to understand, and I'll be out your way. No drama involved, but if you feel it's me, if you feel I'm the one, you're gonna need a make a way for me to see. But as for me, you're the one in my heart. Time won't come till the end, I'ma always be right by your side. But as for me, you're the one in my heart. Time won't come till the end, I'ma always be right by your side. I know you're the one, I know our time will come. I feel it in my heart, I see you in my dreams, I keep you in my prayers. That's what
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know why we here. Welcome to the Nigerian Pro League Season 6. It is the first super weekend of the rain split. And now the journey to the grand finals continues. Now, a couple of teams have never tasted a super weekend before, and everyone knows how crucial the points you get here are. Every single point you get counts towards something for the grand final, where you will get to compete for that big prize pool of over 800,000 naira. Now the journey has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the NPL. It is time for us to get ready. It is still your boy Priest, bringing you guys all of the action. Welcome to 10NAT. We're about to give you the NPL here, ladies and gentlemen. It is the super weekend. It is time. It is the place. It is time to strap in, fasten your seatbelts, because it's about to be an interesting ride. 4 intense games, 16 teams. The first super weekend of the rain split of the Nigerian Pro League Season 6 starts now. It is time. It is time. And taking a little bit of a rundown look of the teams that we've got inside of here. You know, seeing that playing path all the way from that eastern side to heading towards southwest. Looks like Primorsk will have a couple of bodies around. It will be the guys from Aatrox. Unfortunately, they will be spotting a 3-man roster: Easy, Quilla, and Pintua. So it is a little bit of an interesting setup for the team of Aatrox here. Hopefully, we'll pan out to something interesting. I think it is the guys from RSG that's just occupying their position. Still in the air here, and it looks like RSG will want to take the fight and eliminate the guys from Aatrox mid-air. It's about to get interesting as the game just kicked off. And the guys from RSG, ooh, here we go. Roach will be spraying in towards the air there. He sees, he's aware. It's about to get tricky now. That will be Quilla from Aatrox in the air. The game just started and violence already starts to ensue here. Quilla hops inside. No weapon for him. He gets tagged up away, and that will be the first blood of the game. Aatrox losing Quilla right out the gate. The violence. The violence has kicked off. The NPL starts off a very stylishly here with RSG, Rage Shield or Cyclone Shield, getting the first elimination here, catching Aatrox's player Quilla mid-air. That is next level. That is absolutely next level. And that is an interesting turn of events there. But I will be looking forward to seeing more stuff like that. But for now, play zone is a little bit towards that western side. So most of those teams like RSG are very comfortable in their position. At least for the time being, they can get their utilities up. But it is a super weekend. Every point counts. Every single point here is important. You know, it's absolutely important. So you have to bring your A game. You know, the pressure of the grand finals, not even the grand finals, the finals, the pressure of the finals, of the range split finals, before we even start to talk about the grand finals. That is where it's at right now. We need to get into the grand finals first. You know, you need to get into the grand finals first. Then, you know, you can talk about you need to get into the, you know, the range split finals first. Then you can talk about the grand finals, you know. So the pressure is on right now because a couple of these teams do not have any points on the leaderboard just yet. So this will be the opportunity for them to get some, and it will spell interesting for them, at least for now. You can see the guys from 10-11 also spotting a 3-man team. Shurgs, Bego, and Gordier. One of the strongest teams so far. We saw how strong over the league stages, but the Invincibles, it looks like Active Gaming will be on their side right now. Traitor falls in behind, trying to pop Choco and keep him back at bay, but that will be the end for Shad. The Invincibles will be scoring their first point of the night, as they will catch Shad from Active Gaming, as the numbers continue here to fall a little bit shorter. Ronnie will escape that position, hopping into his all-black Bugatti, trying to make it out of dodge, but it's about to get very interesting here. Active Gaming still on the siege. Choco hops out the vehicle, tries to work something across those lines. It might be a little bit tricky though, as Ronnie will make the advance. God7 still continues to chase down Traitor, rotating around the corner, now trying to face Nexus. With a couple of shots there, Nexus will retaliate immediately there, but he is going to get tagged away. Beautiful position coming in from Traitor. Traitor falls behind, tries to hold off, but unfortunately will catch God7, sends him back immediately. Invincibles in serious danger here. Ronnie makes the escape as Choco will be confirmed. Sean and Ronnie will have to get out of there for their lives. It's not looking too nice for the Invincibles. They were able to get one, but for the price of two. Active Gaming coming out on top. 4 versus 4 just turned into a 3 versus 2. And Active Gaming will be reevaluating here, but Apex and the guys from foul play now getting into the heat of it. Cold makes a corner little rotation, but that will be the end of Curry. Gets panned away. PlayStation 5 equally gets panned away. Makage has been swept away by them. So it is a little bit of a trade. I think it's going to be a 3 versus 2. Sharmut and True will be the last two up. I don't know how this engagement happened. But the tags will fall a little bit too short. As foul play will be trading off in the distance. But again, they do not have the play zone. Rotations will need to start coming in. Not enough utilities for them to tank the blue. So Apex rising to the occasion for now, but still speaks to their character. And here comes the extremists, barely making it into the Super Weekend with a thunderous performance coming in onto the last day of the league play. That was on Wednesday. They were able to pack up just the right number of points to catapult themselves into, I believe, 16th place. You know, I think they were in like 16th place and they were able to, you know, just scratch through. So I will be looking forward to seeing how they hold off. I think they're trying to make a little bit of a central rotation. Will find themselves around Gatska. That would be a primordial position for them to hold, but it is very, very active. Apex again in the feed, getting tasered by the guys from foul play. But here comes Sherwood getting tagged away as well. And I believe that will be the end of foul play. Foul play will be the first team to fall back into the lobby. I didn't know Apex would make the push, but they did make the push, and they eliminated the guys from foul play. That was relatively quite fast. The numbers advantage coming in clutch. 4 eliminations for Apex now. Fortunately, I could not catch that action. I did not expect that push to call through, but looks like Afro Esports here will be getting their hands dirty all the way out in this area there. Onto the guys from Free Esports. Now Revi is inside. Bad Boy Teams will be the next one knocked away. Another one bites the dust. Rufai will be the last one now. Oh, he's been tags up a little bit now. Gives away his position. The full power of Apex of Afro Esports will pull up to the scene, and that will be the end. As Afro Esports will rid the lobby of the guys from Free Esports. 3 eliminations to them. Afro doing exactly what needs to be done now. This barrage, 21st century. Looks like they might be getting into something there on that southern side. Stallion. Those of you who called the Master League last night know how crucial Stallion is. She has been absolutely devastating to these teams. Spraying onto the guys from 21st century. Baby making a jump down for his life there, trying to escape the danger. But very, very tricky. Very tricky and difficult position for 21st century to hold off. But they will dive into the water there. Very interesting setup for 21st century, making the rotation all the way from the southern side. But this barrage have been holding the bridge for the longest time. Baby still in the water and making it a very, very interesting rotation. But here is Vibes though. Vibes is in a crucial position. Might be able to see Baby's rotation. All he has to do is just come out a little bit closer. But Stallion will be leading the charge, will be on the front lines. Surely you can hear Baby under the water, swimming for safety. This barrage still. Stallion is quite a very notorious player. She's been leading the eliminations leaderboard for this barrage. She has been absolutely terrorizing to these other players, you know, so it gets very tricky there. Already taking out one player from 21st century. 21st century, not the easiest team to fight, so that tells you a lot, you know, of her abilities. Tells you a whole lot of her abilities right there. But looks like might get a little interesting here. No Gaming making their slow rotation from the north. Interesting choice. But there might be a little bit more from that position. Guys from Aatrox and the Extremists, with Dare Esports, all of them playing the dead center game, and it will work out surely. It does work out for the Extremists and the guys from Dare Esports. A little bit uncanny here for Vibe. They will have to move, and they will have to move fast. Play zone has shifted finally, now giving us a general idea of where these teams need to start making their plans, where they need to start planting roots. The northern side, Active Gaming, starting to make their rotation down towards the hillside. Might sweep up whatever's left of the Invincibles, Ronnie and Sean. Just in George, chilling, relaxing. They've already lost 2, so they cannot overcompensate. But Gordier will be the victim here of an interesting spray. He's been caught off guard. Rotation paying a little bit of dividend there. Cold will send him back into the lobby, and 10-11 will be in trouble here. Apex currently being the thorn in their side. Bego and Shirk start to ramble around, trying to reset and refocus their plans here. They've unfortunately lost Gordier, so he will be in their ears over the comms. So they will play in front of Apex. You see the rotation coming in from the guys from 10-11 there. Apex still making the same rotation onto their eastern side. But all they have to focus on right now is getting inside of that play zone. It's about to get interesting here. Bego phased out, jumps off. He's gonna get tagged up. And unfortunate scenes here. Bego will be spotted by Unicorn, dropped away with the UMP there. Shags is just too far away. There's only so much he can do, but he can spot. He does spray, but unfortunately nothing untoward can happen from there. The return fire is almost immediate there. He gets tagged away, and he does lose a tire. The bullets continue to rain. Shags is in trouble here. Surely Apex will make the push, and they will go on. Here goes Cold. Now Cold will want to take the smoke for Shags himself here. It's an interesting play. He's trying to catch him off from the right angle. Apex so vicious, already up 6 eliminations. Shags needs to get out of danger. Unicorn will be making the advanced push. They're trying to squeeze him, but he's already moved away from that position, and he's already advanced. Oh, that's a beautiful play from Shags actually. Pops the smoke somewhere, but he's somewhere else, and they cannot spot him just yet. But surely they'll spot him now. They know for a fact that he's not there, but Unicorn surely has an idea on his position. But no, he actually makes it out alive. He survives. He gets out of dodge, and he's out of the reach of the guys from Apex right now. Totally out of reach. He will be able to find a vehicle and maybe score a couple of points for 10-11 here. I can imagine what's running through his mind right now. Being chased by the ops. Man, that could be wild. And the ops is Apex. That would be... I just can't imagine how he's feeling escaping that dangerous situation right now. You know, could have gone so many different ways for them. But the guys from Vibe finally make their move from that position. But they're sitting dangerously close to the Extremists. There will be a little tricky collusion here. I believe the Extremists are aware that Vibe is across. We've already lost 2 teams. How many more can we lose before the play zone closes once more? Active Gaming in an interesting split here. Got surprised. Just south of the Extremists and the Nexus on the other end. I am loving Active Gaming's split right here though. It's absolutely beautiful. They do have sightlines on Surprise. They could do a lot of damage from this position, but the closing of this next circle will determine what happens next. Aatrox. Still alive, still surviving. To losing Quilla. That unexpected turn of events against the guys from RSG. Catching him mid-air. What a way to kick off. What a way to kick off. You know, play zone will be shrinking any second from now. And we'll change the momentum of this game. We've still got a little bit of water from the western side. But I believe this next zone will eliminate all of that. Keeping Hospital in play. And Active Gaming and the Extremists might be in the most prime position for this particular turn of events right now. It's about to get interesting. The violence is about to kick off. Oh, yes. Hospital. It's all about Hospital now. There's still a lot of water, though. Georgiopol heavily in play. No Gaming will be in the northern side. And now is an opportunity for them to secure a spot inside of the play zone without any restrictions or having to contest with anyone. Guns already in front. And this might just be what No Gaming need to succeed towards the later stages. Guns already making the advance. No Gaming in the best position they could possibly be right now. But will they make something out of it? Now the violence starts to brew up. Aatrox making their rotation inside to the west. They've got a couple of ops. I believe that was Active Gaming pulling up. But Easy will easily get out of that position. He might just get tagged up. But he does escape. A couple of more ops again towards that side. He will get tagged up again. But I think he will find solace in this twin compound here. Just for the time being. This it's not a bad position to hold. They will be an interesting setup here. Their esports on the other hand. We'll see them as they make those rotations. Active Gaming now within reach. So No Gaming already getting knocked away there. No idea. Will be sent back into the lobby. So Rusty does pull up to the scene there. Guns on the other side. But unfortunate scenes for them. Invincibles still able to steal eliminations. Still able to wreak havoc to unsuspecting teams there. No Gaming will be the victims. But I think Rusty is about to be isolated here. The Invincibles always going to be aggressive. I was expecting an interesting push coming through from that position again. Rusty all alone now in a 2 versus 1. Sean heading up the stairs, sweeping around, trying to pop through and find something. But unfortunately nothing to shake just yet. Bibbs rotating onto the other side. And Ronnie and Sean now. Ronnie charged the grenade. Rusty on the other side, but Rusty is getting tagged away there by an interesting position. Might just get blown away by that grenade, but escapes by the skin of his teeth. Ronnie still making the advance. Popped inside. Totally forgot, but Ronnie will get dropped immediately there. The advance won't work through, but again he gets dropped immediately. The advance. No Gaming will have to crack something here. The reset must not happen. No Gaming need to capitalize on this, but they're just too far away. Guns and Bibbs will not make the push. Unfortunate scenes for them. The Invincibles will continue on. And No Gaming now cut down to 2 players. And that's about to get very interesting though. Falling apart. Everybody's plans are falling apart because they know for a fact the play zone is about to close for the 3rd time. And that's about to squeeze the southern side. Still RSG holding out as they are getting rotations from the west. It will be the guys from Desperado trying to make it across. They've already pushed into, I believe, Joy Boy and Stallion in front. Now Vibes trying to make a rotation through the side as well. Desperado will find a way to survive the onslaught, but Vibes loses his tires, gets tagged up immediately by Roach, and he does fall. RSG will get one. Desperado will lose 2. Bougie is in trouble here, tries to use his vehicle for shield and cover, but he's caught between a rock and a hard place. Tricky setup that they've got here. Stallion will get blown away by Roach, but take a look at RSG. Just take a look at the coordination. One after the other, but Ninja gets dropped off Bougie is the one to catch him off guard. Pops into the vehicle, falls behind, but he will be swept away immediately there, courtesy of Manny, and that will be the end of this barrage. But beautiful play coming from RSG. Use of utilities, use of vehicles, absolutely fantastic. 5 eliminations to them now, but they need to find a way into the next circle, because it's about to get interesting here. Sean from the Invincibles tries to make that first rotation, but I would say it's a little bit too early. Afro Esports still on his eastern side. He does have to be careful how he makes those rotations. No Gaming will be surviving and holding off, but how many teams will they be able to catch that 5? Now starting to make their own rotation. Guns is just too slow with his reaction time there. Misses all of his shots, because shooting a moving target requires a lot of practice that they're not looking too quick now. But Creed and the rest of the guys from Men of Blood trying to squeeze right through. Zombie hops into his buggy, tries to escape the danger, but he gets tagged heavily by Creed. And now the guys from Men of Blood will chase them away from that position, occupying the western side of Hospital. And now the east will go to the extremists, but they will get out of dodge in time. Abby falls just a little bit too short there, and Yak might be rotating a little bit too close for the guys from the Invincibles. Turns tails and has to find a better position. Chaos everywhere. Well, here comes Yak using one of his tires. And the buggy tires are not what you want to lose right now, but he does manage to get out of dodge right now from that position. The extremists are about to do a little bit too much. There we go, Fops out through. Again, a beautiful tag. Well, that's when it could be costly for all of these teams, but Zombie gets dropped away there. Men of Blood sieging through, eliminating yet another player from the extremists. And Abby doing his absolute best, but Yak will be spotted as well. Knocked away, sent back into the lobby, but it looks like Afro Esports were on the siege by Apex. And now, I believe they've been sent back into the lobby as well. Apex just pulling off from that position. It looks like it's a tricky setting that they've got in here. Extremists blessed to hold off there. The guys from Men of Blood now getting scored out. Shaq will be the next victim. Spotted away there. Beautiful touch. And now they are falling to a little bit of play zone. Pharaoh popping right through, but he will get knocked away. Get confirmed as well. Rage unfortunately falls to the play zone. Baby's there, but he will be spotted. Knocked away by Creed. And I believe that will be the end of the guys from Men of Blood. Another team bites the dust. 10 eliminations for Apex, but they've already lost 2. Unicorn knocked away. Cold hops outside, tries to get the reset. There's ops around. Active Gaming, they know, for example, what is going on here. Surprise is going to pull up. Here he comes. Hops out, tries to pop the grenade, but he doesn't have all of the information. He's trying to find an angle, pops it over, but does he connect? No, falls a little bit too short. So now is the opportunity though. Apex trying to hold off, but oh, that's a beautiful grenade from Roach. Will connect. Apex will be sent away instead. RSG claimed the compound, but now Active need to deal with them. Shrek's finally spotted and knocked away. Beautiful grenade from Manny there. Connects the surprise, knocks him clean off, and he's all left to Traitor. And all he has to do is play defensive from this position. Tries to spray towards Ninja, but falls a little bit too short. Cannot. There's only so much he can do from this position, trying to hold off. But Nexus is there trying to get the reset onto Surprise. RSG still not committing fully to the engagement. Danny Brown has been tagged up very surely. He is going to survive a little bit of action there, but here comes the guys from there making the advance, finally catching Danny Brown, and they will send it back into the lobby courtesy of Stair. The Traitor has been spotted. The sprays continue from Piazzo, and they are not going to let Active Gaming survive. The sprays again from Piazzo continues to go on. Dami's there, crashing onto the scene. Here he comes, making the push. Grenade now, tries to pop from the top floor. And Roach is in a dangerous position. That's a beautiful grenade. Might just connect to Roach, but falls a little bit too short. Dami will have to head back. The play zone is not favorable, but he does have to be careful of the Invincibles though. It's about to get very tricky for them, because Sean will catch him and Sean will spray him out of his vehicle. That is the danger. The Invincibles making the right call, rotating relatively early to this position, and now they are trying to reap the fruits of their labor. No Gaming still in play, falling behind. Sean pulls up to the scene, trying to claim this position. The Invincibles now are in serious trouble because the rest of the guys from Dare Esports know that there's ops here, but they know that's one player, so they might just be able to hold it off. But Dare Esports heavily chasing the guys from the Invincibles away from that position. You can see all of the guys from Vibe still holding the northern side. RSG in serious trouble. Gyatso again, the architect of disaster. Manny actually makes it inside of that play zone, survives by the skin of his teeth. RSG still in it. But Vibe looking very strong. They've got all their players up, but they've not been able to crack too many eliminations. They'll be making the right kinds of rotations. Stare, beautiful spray from his position. Bibbs finally spotted and knocked away. Sent packing relatively quickly. The violence continues. Vibe still doing an absolute bang up job here, but it's all left to Ronnie. Ronnie will pop through into the corner. Heads that again. He charges onto his M4, but the Molotov cocktails. Now is the time they need to start coming out. Ronnie still on the first floor, trying to hold off. The guys from Vibe are now reaching up the staircase one after the other. Ronnie does have to do his absolute best. Pops the Molotov just down the stairs. Does a fantastic job. But the grenade from Stair just outside connects through. Now it's a battle. Dare, Vibe, the Invincibles. And that will be the end. Dare again with the Stair. Sends them packing. Straight into the lobby they go. 5 eliminations for them. They're looking very comfortable here. RSG still in play, still on the southern side, but a 4 versus 3 versus 1. And the most unlikely teams are already the ones to hold off here. Gyatso pulls up to the ground floor. Hopefully they do not toss a grenade to him though. That's a beautiful Molotov cocktail. Falls a little bit too short, but the grenade is perfect from Tyro. Catches him off guard. Pops through again. Dare Stare with a beautiful stare. Stares Supremo down. Another one bites the dust. The advance comes through. Will he be able to get the knock? No, he falls. Now it's a tricky one. Here comes Me. Can he hold off? Gyatso is still knocked away. Me is the last one up here trying to hold off, but he cannot use his vehicle. He gives away his position. Might get sprayed away. Will fall back a little bit more there as RSG have been swept away. It's all left to them now, but he moves away from the play zone. He has to keep pressure onto the guys from Vibe. Gyatso will be confirmed as a potential 4 versus 1. And Dare cannot get caught out here. Well, I will dare Me. I will dare him. But so 4 versus 1, there's only so much that he can do from this position. But there have been absolutely beautiful performance coming in. Pops behind the smoke there, catches him a couple of shots in there, but he will be tagged up, and that will be the end. Vibe, one of the strongest performing teams from the Hamatan Split Finals, shows you why they like to vibe. First chicken dinner of the Super Weekend, and Vibe will take it. 5 eliminations and that chicken dinner to boot. And we are off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. Dare Esports in second place with 6 as well. RSG in third place with 11. And that is what we love to see. The guys from the Invincibles in 4th place with 5, No Gaming in 5th place, Active in 6th place with 3, The Extremists in 7th place with 1, 1011 in 8th place, Apex in 9th place with 10, and the guys from Men of Blood in 10th place with 5, 21st Century in 11th place with 3, Afro in 12th place with 5, Desperado in 13th place with 1, Atrox 14th place, 3 in 15th, and the guys from Foul Play in 16th. RSG playing a perfect role there, but Vibe finishing very strongly. Woo! What a way to kick off the night. Vibe, Dare, RSG. First game of the night, and we are already seeing violence. We are already seeing violence, man. Already kicking off. All of the all of the teams that I thought, were going to get into that final circle, but that rotation, it was so difficult to make, so difficult. I really thought, no gaming were gonna make something out of that player split from the north. I mean, I believed, that was the next play that we're gonna make, and push in from that northern side. I was expecting that so much, but unfortunately, they got caught up by the sheer aggression of the Invincibles. Sean and Ronnie still aggressive, even as a two-man, still making the push. No Gaming didn't take the opportunity to eliminate them when they could have. They had that on lock. It was done. It was so done for them. It was so done, for the guys from No Gaming, but it was so done for the guys from the Invincibles, but No Gaming just couldn't hack it. They were spread too thin in that position, and it just didn't work out. But you know, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy to see, how it went down. Their esports. I've always been rooting for that team. I've seen that they have a lot of potential. This is their first NPL, and and they made it into the Super Weekend straight up. Even from the playoffs, they struggled in the playoffs, but they still made it into the league stages. They struggled in the league stages a little bit, but they still made it into the Super Weekend. So they're trying to say that they do have what it takes, to get into the finals of the Yamata split, and this is the momentum that you need to start with. But ladies and gentlemen, do not turn away. It is game 1 of 4. We've still got 3 more matches for you guys, so stay strapped, stay ready. It is the NPL Season 6. It is the Super Weekend. It is with Priest. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will be right back. Okay. We saw all of that action. We saw what just went down in game one. It was Vibe, their esports official payment partner. So it is a super weekend. It is game two, and we're heading to Miramar. The violence begins. Teams to watch out for will be maybe Apex, 10-11, RSG. Those three, they love them some Miramar action. But even Afro Esports also, they tap into that Miramar ghost. So let's see if that's going to be the case. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is the NPL. It is a super weekend. It is week one. It is day one, and this is game two. Speaking of, Apex did have an interesting game here. 10-11 around. You can see them around, just hovering there. It's about to get very interesting as Happy will get out of danger here. But Apex will need to be very, very careful about his positional awareness there. And hopefully the thing that happened to Aquila in the previous game doesn't happen to them, because it's going to be so tricky if it does happen. But we've gotten a little bit of an eastern zone here. So the Invincibles will pull up actually, as Gordier this time will be the victim. And he will be knocked away and sent back into the lobby. Gordier will be first blood. And 10-11 will continue to struggle again in the second game. And those teams that will have to play the western side will have a lot of work to do to make rotations. No gaming for one, but they have a lot of free reign towards that northern side, maybe from Sierra Bronca down to Cruz de Var. There's a chance, from that northern Cruz de Var position, if the extremists will tend to move a little bit down central. So there's a whole lot of opportunity here. There's a whole lot of chance. But Aatrox will be seated very, very comfortably. Relatively center of the circle. A little bit of water beside them. But nothing to fret about just yet. They've been very, very, very quiet so far, Aatrox. But hopefully this will be the match that wakes them up. Their esports and the type from Vibe have been absolutely enjoying themselves. But elimination wise, Apex and RSG will be topping the shelves. Okay, apologies for that. We had a little bit of internet brouhaha, but I think it's been. You can hear them lunging around on the ground floor, but they totally forgot about Neo on the off angle. Beautiful play from Afro Esports, and now they're trying to squeeze right through. True will be the one that makes the advance down, but Shermut cannot be finished from that position. Neo now catches Corey with a grenade, and a beautiful touch from PlayStation 5. Will catch Solo, knocks him clean off. Will he go for the finish? It would be imperative here. True does get knocked away as well. 3 players down. Confirmation from PlayStation 5. And he tells them, oh, I'm going out here with some. But none of the foul play players has been confirmed just yet. But surely all of them will be confirmed now, as PlayStation 5 was able to get those numbers down for the guys from Afro. All of his teammates are still knocked away though. How much can he offer? How much can he do from that position? Can he get at least one reset? And now the guys from Afro Esports are not aware that he's coming for a full reset. Oh, that's an interesting tag. Do not go for the bait. Get the reset. Get the reset. They don't know how many players you've got up. does get the next knock there, but he will be spotted away by Neo, and that will be the end of foul play. 4 eliminations to Afro Esports there. And PlayStation 5, unfortunately, did not use his utilities. I don't think he had any. But foul play once again getting eliminated very, very early. This is not the hand you want to be dealt. This is not the hand you want to be dealt on the Super Weekend. We'll have to rise to the occasion here. Foul play they're not playing right now. They're not doing right. It gets trickier by each game. Remember, the Super Weekend. It's going to be a cumulative point for you to get into the finals. That is how important it is. But also, your best performing Super Weekend points will be added to your to your finals points. And that will give you points for the grand finals. So it's not about performing well in one Super Weekend. You have to perform well across all 3 to increase your chances of getting closer to the grand final stage. Most of these teams have a lot of need, if I may add, to get themselves into the grand finals. I am looking forward to seeing teams like their esports in the grand final. That's for sure. That is character development at its finest. If a team like their esports can get to the NPL grand finals, I would be happy that the NPL, because it has to be character development. First season in the NPL, makes it through the playoff stages, makes it through the league stages into the first Super Weekend. Their esports are heavily impressive, but there's so many difficult teams to play for them inside of this lobby. I did see an engagement between them and the guys from Active Gaming. It all came down to Nexus single-handedly taking, finally going to give us a little bit of an idea of where it is going to move next. A defining moment for most of these teams. It's Alphonse will be just cruising around Hacienda. This is one of the most stacked of places on the map, though. And as expected, no gaming rotation will be coming in from the northern side, but they might run into the guys from the extremists. They are not careful. Aatrox will move away from Impala, though. Will navigate through those positions, holding off a little bit of a central position. Saw them play exactly that style in the previous game. It did keep them up, but they did have to lose. They lost one player, Quilla, relatively early, so they had to deal without him for the entirety of the game. So they were stuck on a more passive approach. But hopefully, that will not be the case. This barrage in trouble here. Someone falling from high locations. It is Joy Boy. Fortunately for him, there is no ops around. So he will be picked up. But his utilities will take a hit. So, disparaged. Another team that is equally impressive, making it to the first Super Weekend. They do not have any grand final points as well, so every point here counts. Every single point counts for disparaged up to this point. It is imperative that they do make it into the rain split finals, because if they do not, there's absolutely no chance for them to get into the grand finals. So they do need to get into the rain split final, so they know that a larger portion of the work is done. So they will have to just focus heavily on the finals themselves, then navigate through that position. But Apex will be sitting very, very pretty from that position. That's an interesting spray coming in from this barrage. It's still trying to catch through there. Bougie will catch one of the players from RSG. It is Roach. Well, he does survive. Vibes is there as well. Vibes there, that's for sure. But what can he do from that position? Can he do something? Charges a grenade. Oh, that's a fantastic grenade. Roach again will be tagged up and confirmed, courtesy of Bougie. Back. Apologies for my internet, guys. Don't know what's going on. Having a little bit of a spike over here. But RSG in trouble again. Stallion starts to spray, catches Ninja off guard. Fortunately, I did not catch what happened to Bougie there. But I was able to see the violence ensue. So 1-for-1 here. Desperage will not be taking the fight. They're making rotations around. They know that the play zone is not very, very friendly. Still getting caught out there. Vibes will get heavily tagged up. Danny Brown makes an advance from that position. But unfortunately, Manny will catch him and send him back into the lobby with the quickness. Desperage offering an unfortunate turn of events there. 10-11 will be swept away by Free Esports. And this Super Weekend is turning into something interesting. As Apex now pull up. It was looking like they were trying to pull up onto the guys from the Invincibles, but it looks like that's not going to be holding off here. Joy Boy still in this position, heads back into his vehicle and gets out of dodge. But he is spotted. Interesting choice there. He does get out of dodge just in the nick of time. And this barrage will live to fight another day. Tricky scenario that they put themselves in there. But that play zone position might speak to their style of play. Unicorn will spray, catches Sean X. Might send it back into the lobby to tag up. And Sean will be confirmed. Apex now, once again, starting to ramp it up. Free Esports is still northern from that position. They're not engaging in all of Apex's shenanigans just yet. They still have the guys from the Invincibles on their right-hand side. So they will have to be careful. Cannot overextend, but Apex will make the rotation towards the western side, trying to cut them off. And they've spotted them. Bad Boy Tims is within reach of Code's position. Code can spray, feeding the intel. Here they go. Oh, but the vehicle, the buggy right in front. But here's Onkolos. Beautiful spray, falling short, but the return fire is brilliant as well. Will deter any more action. Rumsey does a fantastic job of holding out, but Bad Boy Tims still knocked away. The reset. There is a possibility for that vehicle might just get blown away here. Has to fall a little bit behind. But Free Esports will get their numbers up. Invincible still in the mix. Vibe and the Extremists crashing into each other on the northern side. Wolf will be sent back into the lobby. And now there's more chance for them to do something. Abby on the rear end, trying to make the push in the front. Douglas is there, still trying to hold off, but I believe he's just a little bit too far off. We'll have to play around that position. As the Invincibles now pull up to the scene themselves. Choco's there, just by the corner. Can see the guys from Apex. But they're still just a little bit out of reach. God 7, 3 eliminations to him. He is the one trying to cook the entirety of Apex. Here comes God 7. Is he trying to take on 2 players, 3 players from Apex? It might just be what he's trying to do here. Unicorn just in front. He's trying to gather some intel, but the grenade will cancel those plans immediately there. He will get out of dodge just in time, but no, Onkolos catches him as he tries to escape, and God 7 will pay the ultimate price. Sent back into the lobby with the quickness as well. Rumsey pulls up to the strap and he also gets spotted, and now it's all left to Refi. The last one for Free Esports finds a way inside to crack into the zone, but Apex have moved away from that position, going a little bit towards the northern side. Cold is unsafe, but unfortunately his spray is not good enough. Cannot get the job done. Aatrox now trying to fend off the guys from Active Gaming just onto the far side. The numbers starting to dwindle. Surprise was the victim. I'm not sure if he can get picked up. He will be. Traitor is there, so Active can survive for the time being, but I can see some moves being made from that position. There's a lot of chances here. Aatrox will be making the push instead. Pintua coming in on rotation. Active Gaming in trouble right now, but Shad is on the northern side, might be able to provide some kind of cover, but they're too overwhelmed. There's too many numbers. Quilla gets tagged up. He's spotted by Nexus. Sprayed down immediately. Beautiful split coming in from Active. Tries to work it. Quilla's grenade is perfect. Beautiful grenade from Quilla there. And now Aatrox are still looking strong. Pintua now pulls up to the scene as well, holding off on the rear end side. Utilities coming out. Nexus starts to spray down, tries to connect the shots, but surprised, still knocked away. Shad has been spotted by Pintua. That's an interesting tag up there, trying to take him up, but a beautiful grenade from Shad phases right through. Pintua misses about the left hand side, sprays through, tags him again, but Pintua does a fantastic step through, knocks Shad off immediately there. An Active Gaming in trouble now. The Surprise is still down, but he is going to be able to work the magic there. But Skies is there, pulling up to the side, falls to the corner. Pintua faces again, fails a little bit short, hangs up, but that will be the end. The DBS to the rescue. And Active Gaming once again clutch. The guys from Aatrox putting the nail in their coffin. They go out in 13th place. Unfortunately, all of their knocks were for nothing. They were not able to convert their chances. They will be able to work some more angles from that position, but Active Gaming will come out on top. Disparaged, cut down to 2. Joyboy and Stallion. It is still the dangerous duo. Stallion is still a danger to some of these players. There's only so much that can be done there. Esports once again now starting to play it like they own it. Gyatso will be knocked away, unfortunately. Or fortunately, the rest of the team is actually there. This is a beautiful position that they've got here. It will be very, very hard for them to get pushed away. I am loving the rotational ability of this team. They've made their way into a primordial position up north. Cannot be pushed by 21st Century, but 21st Century is aware of their position. But it's a spray you, if you spray me, I spray you type of scenario. Apex now. I believe they've set eyes onto the guys from Active, I believe, or Surprise was the victim. He's been knocked away there, but Onkolos looking for an opening there. Unicorn also playing from the rear end. Traitor on the western side. Has he been spotted? Yes, he is. Shad will fall, but the return fire from Traitor equally as perfect. And the tags continue. Apex in danger now. Onkolos has been cut down to about 40 HP. He does have to reset. Continues to spray through. Finally confirms. And that is how Apex will eliminate Active Gaming. Unicorn was knocked away, but he will get picked up again. Kage, on the other hand, still trying to keep all of the ops at bay on all angles here. Apex playing an incredible split, holding off Afro Esports and the guys from Men of Blood south of that position. They might not necessarily need to fight them for now, but the play zone is going to change things. And here comes Kage. He's spotted. Stab tries to spray towards the north. Oh, but Unicorn gets blown away. So Men of Blood did pose a threat, and Kage again has been spotted. Tagged up heavily to about 75 HP, but he will escape the danger. 21st Century rotating deep inside of that central position. They've lost 2. Baby and Roy have been knocked away. It's getting tricky here. So the guys from Vibe were able to work their magic, get their claws into this one, but Vibe is still in trouble here. Their esports now putting the work in, tagging them, stare once again, starting to stare into their eyes as he takes their points all away. Just take a look at their position. The play zone has shifted away from them, but they can still deal so much damage. The play zone is not too far away. No Gaming, on the other hand, making their own rotation from that northern side. I did see their rotation coming this way, but it is going to be very, very tricky for them to make a way inside. But God will make a way, but not a way for Rusty. He will get blown out of that vehicle for sure. He will get tagged up by Choco. Once again, we saw this happen in the previous game. The Invincibles uprooting ops from their vehicles. Here they do it again. There is absolutely no rest for the wicked Choco. But finally, Stallion will be spotted and knocked away. And now it's all left to Joy Boy. It's Farah down on one leg, the last player. But Apex continue to bait them with shots on shots. Utilities will be used, and Joy Boy will do a little bit of lifting. But the guys from RSG will be pulling up here. Oh, here we go. Joy Boy, it's all left to you now. How many? Can he take someone, though, away? Was a little bit too short there, but Apex is on his rear end. Has not... Can he claim one soul? It's all about claiming one soul now. Can he do something about it? But no. Ninja is there. Manny will get the confirmation with a beautiful grenade to get the job done there. Beautiful touch. And Apex up 8 eliminations. They did do a fantastic job in the previous game, but that chicken dinner was a little bit elusive. The guys from Metal Blood pulling in from the side, making an interesting rotation from that position. But let's not forget, No Gaming could play spoiler. They have the ability to do something from here, but will they? That is the question. They've already lost 2, Idea and Rusty, but will they be able to hold off? Apex still playing out from this position. You can see the guys from RSG trying to work it through, but the angles, there's an unfortunate scenario there. Esports now moving into the much more northern side. Gyatso just by the edge there. We'll see all of the action popping through, and now the Invincibles crawling up to the corner there. But will they listen? Will they pick up on the audio cues? Invincibles still finding their way inside, because their esports is still holding up a very, very fantastic position inside of this play zone, but will that count for something? Now Afro Esports starting to a little bit of magic towards the cause. They do have 4 eliminations, but RSG will be welcome from the guy, and the vehicle's about to go up in smoke. But they do not have play zone. It would be nice for them to claim that position and take the push, and that is the right choice. Leo trying to suppress Danny Brown, continues to spray on right inside. Utilities now would be the right time for them to come out. Ninja on the rear end, Manny as well trying to follow suit. So RSG will be dealing with this heavily, remembering how they lost Roach and how they were able to fend off. Guys from Men of Blood are in equally beautiful position as well. So will they be able to convert as well? As the guys from Afro will have eyes on them as well. There, still within mid. Barrel will get spotted there, but unfortunately Creed could not do what was needed. Ooh, Roy does get tagged up, but the return fire is absolutely brilliant as well. The spray continues. Creed and the rest of the guys from Men of Blood trying to rid the lobby of 21st Century. They know that they can be a danger to them. They know. But the Invincibles are still hanging on. Ronnie and Choco this time. The last time it was Ronnie and Sean X. Guys from Men of Blood heavily blessed here. Afro Esports will be pulling up, holding a little bit of high ground. An interesting rotation trying to work through there, but Aimbot has been spotted and tagged up. Cannot finish. No Gaming coming up from that backside and will eliminate one of the players from there. They are trying to find Guns. He will be the last one up. 4-0 Gaming. He was able to steal that elimination. But can he do something though? We hear the Molotov cocktail burning. Afro Esports sent away finally. Giasso was the victim of a little bit of more burning there. Dammy this time. You can see Guns on the defensive. Just hanging on by the corner there. Ooh, tags up a little bit the first one. But he could not get the second. That will be the end for No Gaming. Valiant effort from Guns there. But Apex just cruising into the circle. Just take a look at their rotation. Just take a look at the splits that they have. Take a look at Apex right now. Absolutely gorgeous. And Vibe will pull up there trying to reap and take out the guys from their esports. They're holding out. They did just take a chicken dinner. They are very, very pumped up. 21st Century still have a full squad here, but they've not been able to crack an elimination just yet. RSG still got 2 apiece. They're trying to hold back the guys from Apex. But a beautiful touch from 21st Century, and now RSG in serious trouble. Danny Brown will spray back in return, but the guys from Men of Blood instead will be the victims. Grenade starting to cook out, but Apex now, they're paying attention to the feed. They know what is going on, and they will be pulling up slowly but surely. Onkolos on the rear end. Danny Brown still looking for an opening there. He can spot Baby, but he's in a bad terrain. The moment he pops his head up, he's in serious danger. Dare Esports still trying to find and fend off the guys from Vibe as well. Tywell on the rear floor. Beautiful grenade connects to Dammy. Dare Esports in trouble now. We saw the performance that they had in the last game, but now they cannot replicate. Gyatso will fall again. And an interesting tag to follow suit as well. Tagging on another one. Dare me. Again he comes through, but he will be sent away there by Vibe. A beautiful play by Vibe, not committing entirely there. And that was an absolute bang of a performance. They will eliminate yet another team. Their esports falling a little bit too short. Beautiful play coming in from Danny Brown. But the guys from Men of Blood do have their sights on this entire area. Waiting for Vibe. Shaq is there. He looks in. Catches Tywell. The first one to go down. Another one to go down. Supremo making the wrong choice. Tagging up. Vibe just delivering themselves like Ram. As a 21st Century trying their best to breach the compound, but it's not working out. Guys from Men of Blood have been absolutely dominating these past couple of weeks, so that tells you an interesting story. But Apex is still in the mix there. Tags him up again. Beautiful touch from Shaq. Will catch Pharaoh, knocks him clean off, sends him back into the lobby as well with the quickness. Power will be the last one left. And 21st Century just only have 2 eliminations. And look at how this guy was delivered to Power. They sent him back into the lobby under the hour. Oh my days. Apex, 11 eliminations. And it's a 3 versus 3. Men of Blood, Apex. But Apex have the play zone. Men of Blood will have to fight tooth and nail if they're trying to do something here. They have been absolutely terrific holding this position. They will have 11 eliminations apiece if they can make this work, but I don't know how they can get inside of that play zone. Kage still flying out utilities there. But Creed might be the one. Creed might be the one that does it. Oh, that's a nice spray from Creed. Will shut Kage up, but it's not enough to do much of anything. 11 will be the next victim, tagged away. Creed now will pick up some more utilities, but Onkolos will discover 11's head, knocks him clean off as well. Grenade. The smoke grenade starting to come out, but the play zone is starting to burn. And from that side, Apex in serious trouble now, one after the other. The numbers starting to dwindle. Shag in front, falls a little bit towards the victim's side, but he is going to go prone immediately, gets tagged up immediately. Apex will take the chicken dinner with 14 or 13 eliminations. And that chicken dinner, now the races are on. Men of Blood in second place. with 8 eliminations. 21st Century in 3rd place with 3. The Invincibles in 4th place with 6. Vibe in 5th place with 6 as well. RSG in 6th place with 8. Dare Sports in 7th place with 2. No Gaming in 8th place with 1. Afro in 9th place with 4. Free Sports in 10th place with 1. Disparage in 11th place with 1. Active in 12th place with 4. Atrox in 13th place. The Extremists in 14th. 10-11 in 15th. And Foul Play in 16th with 1 elimination. What a game that was. Apex again and again. They show how dominating they can be. And I called them. I said it was going to be Apex, 10-11 or RSG. But I did not. Those teams, it was only just one team that even cracked into the top 6. Only Apex, we've got Men of Blood here, we've got 21st Century, Vibe was still managed to, crack a code and be in there. The Invincibles were still in there, but yeah, RSG then comes into the top 6. It is absolutely insane. The Super Weekend, it is so difficult, for these teams to grasp what is going on. The league play, it was different. The teams were constantly going through a state of flux, but now it is the same teams every single place. So now, the stakes are higher. You're going into the finals. Everything you do now, every decision you make right now is a step towards the finals. That is what it is. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Woo! So, ladies and gentlemen, more NPL right after the break. I can imagine what the leaderboard is looking like right now. I can only imagine. But, we still got 2 more matches for you guys tonight. So do not touch that dial. Stay strapped. Stay ready. It's the NPL brought to you by 1080 and Carbon Finance. Catch you guys in a couple minutes.
got what it takes. The challenge will be tougher than ever. In 2023, international esports has a new home. Over 100 nations fighting for the championship in a celebration of everything that makes esports great. Who will rise up to the challenge? Who will be the world champion?
Hello guys, I'm Fabien Neo Divide. I'm the co-founder and head of esports of Team Vitality. As you can look in the background, this is our stand in Paris Games Week. It's one of the biggest events in France dedicated to gaming and esports. It's been here for almost 10 years. Vitality has been founded 10 years ago also. I started when I was 15 years old. It was only like a neighborhood association with actually no fundings, no money. My mother was my accounting, so it was actually like homemade, super grassroots. I think we built a strategy. Just we wanted to surround players with the best infrastructure, best condition actually to be performant and to be at the top of their games. And all in all, we managed actually to convince sponsors, to convince medias to invest money, and then all in all, brick after bricks, we just build like a kind of empire, because right now we fundraise like almost 90 million euro in the space of 10 years. We are competing in all the biggest games in CSGO, in all the biggest franchise. Same for League of Legends. We are in LEC with the biggest European championship. So basically, it's Cinderella tales, you know, starting from nothing and achieving something. It's all about dedication. Having people that understand and being aligned with your goals and working and grind. That's all, guys. So keep it up. I think like Africa is the next big thing. We all know this, and just have fun, be passionate about what you are doing, and be good. That's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. It is the NPL, the Nigerian Pro League. It is your boy Priest bringing you guys all of the action. Are you guys excited? I know you guys are excited. If you're excited, spam. What would I even ask you guys to spam in the chat? Spam DG, the big bots in the chat. Spam DG, the big bot in the chat if you're having fun tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, we saw the Apex team tear through the lobby there. I think they got about 13 eliminations, or was that 11 eliminations? I fall a little bit behind. But now we're going to head into Vikendi. Vikendi is where we're heading into, so you know it's about to be an interesting one here. We've seen time and time again how interesting it could be. But now I haven't even seen Vikendi in a bit, you know, so it's about to be very nostalgic for me. You know, the last time I actually did cast Vikendi was in the last split. I don't even know if I even ever did a super weekend in the previous split, but we're about to find out right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is the Nigerian Pro League. It is a super weekend, the rain split. We do have our third game for the night. We're going to Vikendi, guys. So let's get ready for Vikendi, and it's crazy zones, you know, crazy zones. I might add. Crazy play zones, a lot of water, crazy shifts. But well, we're not having any kind of water tonight, so everyone has an inkling of what it is you're trying to do here. I'm surprised no one is landing on anyone. You know, I am seeing guys from there E4s all the way down south. It is very far from the play zone. They will have to make an interesting rotation and cut a lot of corners, so they will not be spotted, you know, by the ops. But you know, there's always going to be a contingency plan in case that happens. But Active Gaming will be in Goroka, centered up. Apex will be a little bit on the south of Volnova, within reach of Afro Esports and the guys from Aatrox, so they will have to watch their backs. But for now, that play zone is a little bit quiet. So guys, tell me in the chat, who are you rooting for in Vikendi? You know, Vikendi requires a whole lot here, but it looks like we might have something cooking all the way at port here, because as you can see, the guys from Men of Blood and Foul Play getting into some sort of skirmish, and the color codes are almost identical, so it's about to get super tricky, you know, because it works its angles out. But Men of Blood, we've seen how capable they can be. Oh, that's an interesting choice. Flinging the grenade all the way up top. But, Curry is there. Ooh, another grenade. And another one might just connect, but PlayStation 5 is in danger now. He is going to be tagged up heavily. Another grenade falls through. Shamut is there, but PlayStation 5 will get spotted immediately. Nice touch, but a beautiful touch as well. Falls short. Beautiful touch from Shaq there, and all left to Curry as he skedaddles away. And he doesn't know that there's an op behind him. Oh, that's an unfortunate penalty there. Curry, there's only so much you can do. Men of Blood with a beautiful performance. Absolutely tearing through the guys from Foul Play. Once again, Foul Play falls short. Third game in a row. And Foul Play are not... They're not playing right now. They are not playing. I'm supposed they play. And they're supposed just they play now. But they know they play right now. Another team that has not been playing. 10-11. Been getting their asses handed to them all through these past couple of games. But hopefully they will rise to the occasion in this third one. Unfortunately, it looks like the absence of Don't Panic is starting to play a role here, as we all know what 10-11 is truly capable of. But hopefully they will prove their haters wrong in this third installment of tonight's games. I know after here we're going to Sanok, and it's not even prettier there at all. So Mubians above for the time being. Still outside from the guys from Men of Blood. It would take a lot actually for them to do something from that position, but this guy. That's a nice touch. Cuts right through. Stallion is a little bit wounded there. We'll have to get out of dodge. Tagged up again from the position. Invincibles again with the aggression. Again with the aggression. They do not waste time. I mean, Invincibles, their MO is pure aggression. That is just what it is. That is what it is, really. It is absolutely what it is. You can't even tell me otherwise. Invincibles are just that team. They are just that aggressive. It's crazy, but they are absolutely just that aggressive. And that is the kind of performance, that we love to see. Even when there were two men, they didn't rest. They continued to push those buttons, continue to spray through, showing that they are not to be trifled with. Very impressive team. I think I think they will be in the running for one of the top contenders in towards the finals. I see them going really far in the NPL team this season. But now can Active go even farther? Dead center, but Apex and the guys from Aatrox now getting into it. Onkolos catches yet another body. Aatrox in serious trouble once more. We've got a ghost riding through the city. Quila is him, but he's a him right now. It's Daz. Not sure if he's working his angles from here, but he will park and relax. Still outside of that zone. They need to work something from that position. ZRSG will make their rotation. They have been enjoying Podvosto alone. Nobody contesting, nobody stressing, nobody testing either. So they do have a little bit of an inkling of what it is you're trying to achieve from this position. Guys from our Men of Blood, I can see their rotations coming about. But what does it mean? Will they run into 10-11? There's an opportunity for that, but the play zone is shrinking. We're about to witness the first shift of the circle right now. Already lost one team. There is potential to lose more. Weekend is not that big. All of these teams, there's a chance for them to crash into each other. Not sure what happened to Gyatso there. He did suffer a little bit of backlash, but he will be fine. We are in Goroka, just outside of Active Gaming, just in front of the Invincibles. There's a blown away here, but Sean will spray through. Unfortunately, the terrain will come to their rescue. The Invincibles will not take this lying down. Wait a minute, don't tell me this guy's parking outside here. You best not. This is better, but they can still be breached. They can still be breached from here. Damian Stair will take the insides. So also have to be wary of Active Gaming. Not trifling at all. Wouldn't recommend crossing them. As that play zone edges closer and closer. You can hear the bullets ringing out now. I believe it was Active Gaming shooting at the Invincibles. But unfortunately, they couldn't just get a clean shot just yet. But 21st Century will be in the mix as well. Invincible still rotating around, looking for one opening. Active Gaming finally catching 21st Century on that rear end. Roy will be spotted and sent back. But unfortunate scenes for Sean there as he falls behind. There, Esports will continue to fight along with Active Gaming there. It's interesting position that they've got themselves in. Nexus now rotating, trying to find an angle through. 21st Century did just have a fantastic game. Utilities already coming out, baby. Is there? Grenade might just do the trick here. Active Gaming looking very, very comfortable from that northern side. And the tags will continue. Confirmation lane. A beautiful grenade onto Ferro's position. Ferro gets tagged up once more. And it's all left to power, like we saw in the Miramar game. And he is going to get confirmed immediately there by surprise. The beautiful touch. Active Gaming once again with the clutches. 4 eliminations now. Traitor and Surprise. Surprising these ops. Dare Esports hearing all of the commotion. Hopefully they might just want to get their hands into this one. It is going to be a 4 versus 3. But I've seen this play out before. I've seen Dare Esports and Active Gaming go at it before. Nexus did put the nail in the coffin the last time. Will he do it again? There's an opportunity for something special here. Because Dare Me will move forth and forth again now. Gyatso trying to breach. They can hear Active Gaming in the background. This might just be the opening they're looking for, but Active Gaming will make the rotation around instead. That's a beautiful grenade towards Nexus's position, and it does connect just a little bit too close for comfort there. Connects the grenades through the corner, but it falls a little bit too short. Gyatso still making the push. That's a fantastic grenade onto Nexus's position, but it's a little bit too far-fetched. Surprise is up top. They need to be careful of that off angle that Surprise has had. It's a very capable position for him to hold, at least for the time being, but there's a whole lot of inconsistencies here. Yep, here we go. He's getting tagged up immediately there. As you can see, Dare Esports in a 2-man approach, getting tagged up heavily by the grenade. Surprise's position is unfortunate, but Stare will get knocked away by the Invincibles in a tricky scenario there. He's been spotted, and now Dare Esports are in a world of trouble. Gyatso hops outside. He gets dropped away by Traitor, and he is going to get confirmed. A tricky scenario from that northern side, but Surprise doing a fantastic job of holding on. Traitor's falling down to about 40 HP, but he will be able to survive. Dare Me still prone on the ground outside. Stare still knocked away. Dammy might just be available existent there. That's a beautiful touch. And Dare Me now falls victim. Dammy trying his absolute best. Nexus continues to spray. Falls a little bit towards the corner. But Active Gaming again. Nexus. Again he puts Dare Esports back into the ground. We've seen him do this before. And now Nexus can officially say, yeah, Dare Esports, I am your father, Luke Skywalker. Welcome to the dark side, because Nexus surely now is going to be sunning the guys from Dare Esports. He is their daddy. They need to call him daddy now. Nexus, proud father of Dare Esports at this point, as he continues as RSG now, breaching on, trying to finesse the badge from Free Esports. A beautiful use of utilities there. Danny Brown is just too good, but he is going to be dropped this time. Spotted and sent away. Beautiful touch from Rufai. And this guy is he picking utilities? As Manny jumps out. Now it's an opportunity for him to work the angles there, phasing through. Bad boy Ting still locked away. Manny again, phasing again, trying to hold up to 1 versus 1. Rufai versus Manny, but Manny doesn't have HP. Might just work a little bit of angles there. Sprays right through, drives the M4. He's gonna get tagged up by Rufai, and Manny's in trouble right now. Phases through, and he will catch the clutch out. RSG come out on top. 4 eliminations to them. And Manny keeps their flag still flying high. And the close quarter not given away by RSG. They still continue to hold on. But Rufai was not going to go out without a fight at all. And RSG will continue to hold off. But now the guys from No Gaming, once again, they've cracked it somehow inside of the circle with a complete squad with no eliminations. Starting to see a pattern here. Play zone is closing up for shop right now. Going to give us an idea. Still centers up. Nobody is too exposed except for Aatrox all the way out there in the eastern side. They will be able to do something about this position, that's for sure. 5 still centered up. Guys from 10-11 have normally in the last 2 games they would have been sent back into the lobby by this time. But fortunately for them, no such thing has happened yet. Men of Blood will be the first up that they will catch on. So Raid will be making his own rotation onto that along that eastern side, or rather along that northwestern side, still trying to navigate through. The Invincibles are still lurking around, trying to hold this position. This might be a bad call for the guys from Men of Blood if they are going to choose this position as a potential area. Ronnie pops out from behind the woodwork, and Rage escaping by a hair on his head there. He hops out of the vehicle a little bit too early. He might have paid the price in that position. Shaq gets tagged up as well. Guys from Active continue to spray down, trying to catch him, and Shaq gets blown away. Things are not looking too good. Again, surprised with a spray. Active Gaming have been active tonight. The only thing that could crown their efforts is a chicken dinner, but unfortunately they've lost players every single time. But will this change something? Surprised has been doing a fantastic job playing free man and cover from the backside. Now Creed will be the victim this time. Has been spotted and sent back into the lobby by iGod 7. And Rage will try his best to get out of danger. They've already got 5 eliminations. They can choose to play passively from here on out. Augment a couple of placement points for themselves. They do not necessarily need to overextend. There's a whole lot of bodies around this area. And Apex, Afro Esports, and the rest of the other teams will have to start to convene. That southern side is not looking too nice for them. Might decide to start making their rotations sooner rather than later. Now, Rocker, the Mount Kenzo, very prime positions right now. The Extremists, unfortunately, have not been able to bag any eliminations. And I do believe they're about to have some visitors very soon. But Aatrox will be enjoying themselves on the valley portion of this terrain. Lost 2. Quilla and Das, the last 2 up. We saw them earlier riding the snow bikes all the way from that southern side of Hot Springs and Cantra, just behind Volnova. So they have made a rotation, and now the play zone will be giving us a little bit of an idea of what we're looking at here. Who will be favored? Who will be chosen by the guards of the zone? We're about to find out in a couple of seconds. The play zone, the deciding factor for game 3. Now it goes a little bit towards the northern side, and now No Gaming have been shifted away. They've been disenfranchised from that position. They will have to move upwards, and they're potentially run into the guys from RSG. And then RSG is a 2-man team. No Gaming is a 4-man team, I believe. So they can breach, but will they be sent away by a solo player from RSG? I do not see that happening here, but No Gaming will have to make a move. 20 seconds out before the play zone starts to squeeze them through. The northern side is still free, very free actually. But Vibe are just enjoying the compound defense. That is the beauty of Vikendi, you know, the absolute beauty of Vikendi. You can easily play the compound defense, surely, and you can succeed with it, but you have to be very strong defensively. And Vibe are very strong defensively. It will be very hard to breach that area that they already occupy. They are a full squad. They do not need to circumvent that position. But the play zone again starting to shut things down. So 10-11 starting to scramble around, looking for more entry positions. They've been having a tough day so far, but hopefully it's about to get less tougher. Active once again, getting active. The Extremists now in Afro Esports. It looks like they might be getting to something on that southeastern side. Aimbot has been knocked away, but the reset already ongoing. It's time. Extremists still heavily blessed from that position. Still be holding off. And now you can hear Aatrox. Quilla is him. Hear the pitter-patter of its footsteps. The grenade just too far away, over the top by Abby there. Daz and Quilla still hogging very close to the walls. You see the grenades, the utilities coming out. Apex still on the rear end, but totally forgot about Wolf. He gets tagged up. And Quilla will be sent back into the lobby. Abby's still there, holding up that hillside. And I did say it. The guys from the Extremists were going to get a lot of ops to work with them. That's a fantastic grenade from Abby. Just a little bit too short. The play zone has moved once again. Mount Kresnich for the Extremists. They are going to be enjoying this one because Apex have been disenfranchised as well. But they do have a clear path into the zone from that northeastern side, so they do not necessarily need to rush in for it. So guys from 5 will make the advance to get themselves a spot inside of that zone. Now they're going to be looking for a compound. That is the vibe style. They do not play terrain. They will play a compound. They will play building. 10-11 will be right behind them. And this team will play the terrain. They do not need a compound. They would rather play that terrain position. They are just by the edge of the circle there, not exposing too much, not invoking too much either. Finally, Manny will be sent back into the lobby. I was expecting guys from No Gaming to do it, but the Invincibles got there first. And No Gaming have found a way into the circle right now from the western side, a little bit southwestern. So the Invincibles also in that southern position, 10-11 up towards the north, and not exposing too much. They are playing a little bit of a terrain from this angle. They might have so many teams to deal with, especially from the western side. So Apex now starting to descend on the guys from the Extremists. Here comes the push, here comes the breach. Will they lose any play in this engagement? I do not see it happening though, as Apex make the advance once again. 2 eliminations to them already. The sprays onto Cold's vehicle are imminent, but they know they cannot take this engagement from this position. They will have to re-evaluate. That's been spotted, sent back into the lobby with the quickness there by Onkolo. 10-11 spotted as well. No Gaming making the breach. Will catch one of the guys from Men of Blood. I believe that would be the last player from Men of Blood. And that will be the end. Active Gaming now and No Gaming. A little bit of a skirmish. Bibbs on the outside. He will be the last player up. The smoke's already coming out. Active Gaming doing a fantastic job of holding out from that position. To No Gaming now down to 1 player, and it's just too close to that play zone. And the Invincibles blessed again. Afro Esports equally blessed, but they do not have all of the numbers. It's a 3-man team and they've got no eliminations just yet. This is not the Afro Esports I know. Afro Esports I know love to be on the attack, be on the offensive. Now the Invincibles will be the one to run inside of that play zone on Choco was surprised. Surprise can see some violence sent his way, but Active Gaming will dust it off and be on the move. They know exactly what their plan is. They know exactly what it is they're trying to execute. But the guys from the Extremists are still up. Afro Esports could not breach their position. Or rather, Apex could not breach their position, but Afro Esports might just try to. So, Hunter has been spotted. Hayak. Extremists looking for an opening. The play zone starting to push. Afro Esports will need to do something very, very quickly. Ooh, vibe. And 10-11 looks like started to get jiggy with it. Bego pulling up to that area, to that position, but from the rear end, totally forgot about the Invincibles there. Bego's there, tags up, will catch Sean Egg, but he's knocked away as well. Gaudier pulls up, but he is going to be swept away. 10-11. Torn from the grasp of all of the ops around that position. But here comes Zombie on fire now. Apex finally deciding to breach. Tearing them limb from limb, one after the other. Yak trying to find an angle to hold off. He's got Afro on his left, Apex on his right. Too many ops around this corner. And now the extremists. How extreme can they go? Can they hold off? Apex, Afro, all of them wanting this prime position. They want to play from the hillside. They want to play from the top side. But Kage might have other ideas, might have other plans. All of them etching very, very closely, I might add, trying to work a magic trick right here from this position. And Afro's aimbot has not been able to make the advance just yet. Beautiful grenade from Leo, connects immediately to Wolf. The beautiful tag from Yak from that position, and that will be the end. Extremists will be swept away, and now Afro Esports claiming one of those bodies. But Apex will be on the other side claiming the last one. I'm not sure what happened there. Aimbot still trying to investigate, but he might walk into the danger that is Apex. He's still northern of that position again. Surprise, still continuing to put violence inside. And there's some forensic analysis going on here as Vibe will be spotted and swept away. 4 teams left now. And Traitor continues to put pressure onto the guys from Apex. They will not allow Apex to do a 2 out of 2. That's for sure. They do not want that to happen. Now Apex will need to rise to the occasion. Cold still trying his absolute best to fight so many ops. He's trying to fight the guys from Afro on the other side. But here comes Neo, just wanted to gather some intel. And now he's seen Cole's position. Cole will get tagged up again. And the Invincibles doing an absolute bang up job of fighting every single person that they can. The sheer quality of remaining teams right now is off the charts. Afro Esports, Apex, Active, and the Invincibles, all of them vying for a position inside of that circle, but the Invincibles are just too spread perfectly. They have sight lines on every single team on the northern side. Apex now trying their absolute best to find a way inside of that circle. Now they need to fight through, but Active Gaming is already there. Traitor continues to spray on, and now now Apex trying to take the fight to the guys from Active Gaming. There's a whole lot now that's required for this movement. The play zone has shifted a little bit too much, but surprise is there. Pops a smoke grenade to keep them at bay. Traitor still in front, trying to hold off. They have already made a split. One person in front, and the rest will fall behind. Brings them to Active Gaming. Nexus on the rear end now, trying to hold off the guys from Apex. Another grenade, perfect grenade from Nexus. Falls a little bit too short, and here we go. Traitor will connect the dots there. Unicorn still knocked away, and that was a fantastic grenade from Nexus, and he will shut the door in the face of the guys from Apex. But beautiful touch from Nexus again, gets another knock away. Invincible, can they breach? Nexus getting the reset on. It's a 2 versus 4. Active Gaming need to rise to the occasion. Nexus will take the push. Thompson in hand. Faces a little bit too more. Charges the grenade. Knows exactly what he's looking for. But God7 wants to take the push onto Nexus. But Nexus faces up again. Knocks him clean off. He's going to be knocked from the right hand side. It's a 2 versus 1 actually. And Sean falling off to the rear end. Again moves to the left hand side. But Choco is there. Grenade from Nexus might just connect. A beautiful spray. Forces Choco behind. And a grenade from Nexus sends them packing. Sean next, the last one up. Active Gaming. Active to Active, but Sean has the play zone. Sean still has the play zone. He can get to the play zone before Active Gaming. Will this be the deciding moment? The sprays now start to come through. Active 2 versus 1, but Choco finally confirmed, and the utilities start to come out. Oh, you have to love it. Just take a look at the smoke path towards the vehicle on the left side. A surprise now looking for an opening. 18 eliminations for Active Gaming. Sprays into the smoke, but nothing to work through. Surprise again. Playing behind. Nexus in front. Active Gaming. 18 eliminations. Can they make it 19? It's a 2 versus 1, but Sean is still there. Sean still etching towards the play zone. Here comes Surprise. He's going to be tagged up with a beautiful touch. Ooh, that's a beautiful spray with the Grows out there. So now they do have to be careful. Sean has to make the advance a little bit forward. But the smoke grenade's already starting to come out. His position has been compromised. Another grenade to pop right through. That's a beautiful grenade. He has to tap all of the grenades now. Beautiful use of the grenades. An opportunity for Sean to do something with those grenades. He pops again. Another grenade and another grenade. Now he charges the grenade. Pops it through. That's a fantastic one. Might connect to Surprise. But no, falls a little bit too short. And the Invincibles now still riding through. Surprise moves to the right hand side. Beautiful position. Sean is going to get tagged up. Surprised again. Behind the tree. Beautiful grenade this time from Sean. Might just fall a little bit too short, but he is going to be tagged up. Tagged again, Nexus. Might just fall, but Nexus will shut the door in the face of the Invincibles, telling them that they are not invincible. Active Gaming will take the chicken dinner. A beautiful performance from Active Gaming. 19 eliminations and that chicken dinner to boot. Sean and the rest of the guys from the Invincibles fought valiantly, but that chicken dinner, once again, so elusive. Active Gaming will take that chicken, and their efforts tonight will be crowned. Beautiful, beautiful performance from Active Gaming. You can't even deny. 16 eliminations, I believe. Is that 14? Or 13, I believe that's 13 eliminations from the Invincibles, and our team Apex with 6 in 3rd place, Afro in 4th place with 1, Vibe in 5th place with 2, Extremists in 6th place with 1, No Gaming in 7th place with 1, 1011 in 8th place, Men of Blood in 9th place with 6, and Aatrox in 10th place with nothing, RSG in 11th place with 4, Free Sports in 12th place with 4 as well, Disparate in 13th with 1, Dare in 14th, and 21st Century in 15th with 1, and the guys from Foul Play in 16th with no eliminations. What a performance. What a performance from Active Gaming. Tony will be rolling in his bed right now watching this one. Fire will definitely be rolling in his bed watching this game. What a performance from Nexus. Absolutely incredible stuff. I can't even make this up. That was absolutely beautiful coming in from Active Gaming, and that tells you the story. Nexus wants to win the NPL back to back, but will it happen? Apex fell a little bit short, but they still made it into the top 3, and they still got some eliminations on board. But 19 eliminations and a chicken dinner, that is the kind of performance that sets you up for grand final domination. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more game for you tonight. It is going to be Sandhawk, and that is where the violence will end tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, it has been so hectic so far. I have been loving every minute of it. But now, before we get into the final game, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is the NPL Super Weekend Rain Season 6, brought to you by 1080 and Carbon Finance. Woo! Catch you guys in a bit, right after these break. We are back. Welcome back to the NPL, the Super Weekend, Week 1, Day 1, and we're about to get into the final game of the night. Keeps me alive. Woo! Just saw active gaming get active on us. And that is the performance, like I said, that gets you those grand final points that you're looking for. Performances like that, but you have to do it back to back to back to back to prove your point that yes, you deserve, to get into the finals. But ladies and gentlemen, now Sandhawk is where it all resides tonight. Every single team that has fallen short tonight has to wake up. This might just be the game that gets it done. It might not. We're about to take a look for ourselves and see. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Sandhawk time. It is violence time. Get ready for a whole lot of camera switching because the violence is about to kick off. It's the NPL Season 6, the Rain Split Super Weekend final game for tonight. How do I have clues for some people? I don't have clues for some people. I downloaded every single resource in this game. I downloaded every single resource. But yet, some people don't have clues. I downloaded every single resource in this game. Like every single one. But I still have clues. Let's do this. Oh my god, that Eastern region. And Aatrox will choose a Paradise Resort. It's a lot that could come out from this. Vibe will be the ops that they've got on them very, very closely, I might add. Grenades already coming out there. This might take a little bit more than they thought. The guys from Vibe are not playing around this time. Vibe already have a chicken dinner in their pocket tonight. Second one is not going to be bad at all. How is it going to look? How will it look? Playzone is a little bit a cusp away from here, but that will not stop the guys from Vibe at all. We need to rise to the occasion. Numbers will rise in this engagement, but Aatrox need to work something out here. They've been falling a little bit behind. They need to do something to shake things up for themselves here, because they do not have any points on the table, so every performance here counts. But see the interesting split that sprays coming out again and again. Supremo still by the edge. So 4 versus 4. Who will be crowned champion of Paradise Resorts? Vibe, on the other hand, in still holding that solid 4. We've not exist as too much, but take a look at the Extremists coming into the mix as well. I'm not sure if they're going to choose this, but it would be wise for them to come from the rear end and sandwich the guys from Aatrox. That would be an insane play. That would be the best play, and this would be the best time. But will they make the choice? I think they will. They need the points. They need to take the risk. They need to take the risk. But will they take the risk? It's a AKM switch to the UMP. Afro Esports here on active gaming. Looks like they might be getting into something somewhere. Looks like inside of boot camp. Solo was reaching a little bit closer there, but Aimbot will be in front with a beautiful touch. And Aimer trying to breach in, gets a little bit of an interesting touch there, but unfortunate scenes for them. Max Surprised will be knocked away as well. So trade now, 1-for-1. Afro still on the ground floor with a beautiful grenade from Solo. Opens the floodgates. Traitor will fall immediately. Active Gaming on the back foot. And Afro, now they are looking for an opportunity to breach. Now is a chance for them to do something about that again. And the confirmation will follow through. Traitor will be swept away. Beautiful touch onto that position. Nexus again will come out on top. Gets a knock again. Falls through. Tag and connect again. Beautiful touch into that position. Psycho falls a little bit behind again, trying to hold on. Shooting into the gap there, waiting for him to run into the bullet. Interesting turn of events here. He has been spotted. His vehicle will be his 2 legs, and he tries to get out of dodge. But the offensive is there. Beautiful touch from Nexus. He continues the assault, but he is going to get tagged up. Beautiful play from Afro Esports. And that will be the end of Active Gaming. Fantastic stuff. But now, this barrage, they've heard this. They know that Afro are down for the count. They want to reap where they did not sow, and that is the beauty of the game right there. 10-11 now, having a field day with their esports. And this is the violence that we knew that was coming again. Now Vibes making the push, leading the charge. They continue to spray on. It's a 4 versus 2. Afro trying to hold off, but this barrage will not let this go. They need to be on the offensive. They need to claim boot camp for themselves. They cannot stand to have any player knocked away right now. It will be crucial. So 4 versus 2. They have the numbers. All they have to do is pay attention to the audio cues. They will know how many footsteps are here. And their esports getting torn limb from limb by 10-11 and Men of Blood on the other side of the map. But this barrage, will they be able to keep Afro Esports at bay? They have the numbers. All they have to do is breach. They could get trickier. It is boot camp. Elements of surprise everywhere you look. So Stallion taking a time, getting all of those utilities. Afro Esports very quaint. Aimer still looking for an opening, an entry. Here comes Aimer. Oh, he might get tagged up. Aimer might be stuck. He's not. He's out of dodge. This barrage still making a move. First floor. Aimer still gonna hold up from that position again and again and again. But nobody has fully committed. Remember, the longer this goes on, the higher the probability of a third party. Joy Boy on the other end there, trying to be the one who knocks. But Aimer will be prone. Never been one to see Aimer go prone. I think Sparage are not giving up the push just yet. But that's a fantastic grenade. Bougie. But, will fall a little bit short. Joy Boy does have an off angle onto that position. But they do need to breach, and they do need to breach quickly. Here we go. The Invincibles will be the victims this time of circumstances. The RSG will deal damage to them and send them back into the lobby. This barrage, that's still all I can see are utilities. The smokes, no advance, no push. They need to get this over with. They need to get this done. And a beautiful touch in with the grenade from Stallion opens the doors. And now Afro Esports on the back foot. The first tag work through the angles, and they will be surrounded finally. the pitter-patter of footsteps will come to an end, as Desperage will wrest control of boot camp away from the guys from Afro Esports. And now Men of Blood still a little bit surrounded here by Dare Esports. Unfortunately, they've lost 2. You have lost 2 players. But will they do anything from this position? 10-11 up north, finally getting an elimination. A couple of points on the board for them. They are in the top 9. They've not been having the best first day at all. And from 16 teams, we've already we're down to 9. We've lost the Invincibles, we've lost Active Gaming, we've lost 21st Century, Afro Esports, Vibe, Aatrox, and Foul Play again. Foul Play, I don't know what is going on with them, but this performance will not get you into the finals. Not even talking about the grand finals, but it's not too late for them just yet. It's not too late. Still have tomorrow and 2 more weekends to make up for it, but guys from Men of Blood will hold out from here. It's Apex enjoying a little bit of hillside fun. This guys from Esports, nice touch on that one. They've already got 4 eliminations, and I think they were the team that was able to take out the guys from Foul Play, if I'm not mistaken. But Apex will need to find a way down from there, start to make a rotation across the board. Free Esports are in a better position to make rotations. They will get there is an opportunity for them to get caught across, but they will be fine. Take a little bit more time than I thought, but Dami unfortunately falls from depth, and Gyatso cannot make it there to rescue him, unfortunately. To work some angles there. He's got Men of Blood in front, 10-11 behind, or rather by the side. Stages of grief. I am loving No Gaming's position. They've been awfully quiet, but they do have a fantastic position inside of this circle. The next circle will be a very big determinant, but they do have their foot in 2 sides of the pond, so they can easily play it off of these angles. But now Disparaged making it closer and closer. The guy from the Extremists. This is the moment that they've been looking for. They've already got 3 eliminations. Morale is through the roof, but they totally forgot about the danger of not following through to your plans immediately now. And now they've lost a player. Extremists can capitalize on this, and there's still some ops that just pulled up into right outside of boot camp. There's an opportunity for Free Esports to do something here. Bad Boy Tims will be spotted and knocked away. And another one bites the dust. Apex will sink their teeth into the guys from Free Esports, drawing blood, sending them back into the lobby. Right now, 10-11 and No Gaming heavily blessed inside of this circle, but will they be able to make something out of it? That's from this part. Will need to make the right call to make their rotation from this position. I don't know why they're heading all the way back, but guys from No Gaming will not take this one away, but Yak will spray, catches vibes. But Yak will be careful. Oh, interesting turn of events there. Fantastic spray, but falling down a little bit too much. And the guys from the Extremists making the same mistake that Disparage did, forgetting about No Gaming. But nice spray from Zombie, connects the gun. Once exposed, but he cannot be finished from that position. But he keeps moving into sight, and he will get finished. And that another one counts again from the extremists. They're rising to the top now. As Abby still knocked away, but the reset is going on in the water. And Abby will survive to fight another day. No gaming. Able to put some significant points on the board. Rufai will be the victim this time. I'm not sure why Free Esports decided to play off of that position and not deal with Apex while he still had high ground positions, but it is an unfortunate turn of events. Gyatso still outside here. He's looking for an op. Grenades getting tapped up. He is in danger, that is for sure. And a grenade was connected to this position. I'm not sure if the guys from Men of Blood are aware of his position, but I know 10-11 will be all the way from up here. It's an interesting setup that we've got across from this position. Men of Blood will need to move, evacuate this position relatively very quickly. But they've got the guys from 10-11 waiting on them. 10-11 with a beautiful split inside of the circle. Heavily blessed. No gaming on the other hand. Still waiting for the extremists. They are in the water, taking a little bit of a swim. Abby has been spotted. Has to be careful. We're going to get tagged away by Rusty. Beautiful spray right into the water. Now he has to find the finish. No gaming. Starting to find their rhythm. They've got one down, potential for two. Bibs and Idea still playing behind. And the extremists making their rotation to the other side of the water now. Now they are within touching distance. Beautiful spray onto Bibs. He will be caught by Yak. Fantastic spray and a fantastic finish again from Zombie. An opportunity for Abby to get picked up. There's a chance for that. No gaming are on the rear end. Idea still trying his absolute best to work through some angles here, but no gaming need to rise to the occasion if they are trying to run something. Zombie again pops his head out. Rusty has been spotted as well. Tries to spray through. Tries absolute best, but he is going to get tagged immediately. The terrain is not favorable right now. And the reset is happening. Oh, that's a beautiful touch. Beautiful touch again from Rusty. Confirms his elimination. Disparage down there now. Trying to reap where they did not sow, but the guys from Men of Blood are on the right side. Tagged again, and they are in a sandwich. And it's all left to Stallion. Stallion is able to use the element of surprise. Can she do something though? Can she rise to the occasion? Zombie totally forgetting to look in this direction. Might be the end for him if he's not careful. Stallion is going to be making the advance here. One at a time, but he does have to be careful. Moving out of sight. Is taking a little bit of water damage. And the play zone is on the heel. The extremists waiting for that revive. But Stallion has to be careful though. Have to bring your head up. Back into the water she goes. This is so insane. Yak has not been able to spot Stallion just yet. He's not looking into the water. Cannot see anyone. But Wolf does get tagged away as well. And there she comes, tags through, but she will be spotted by Yak immediately. And that will be the end of this parade. Extremists up 10 eliminations and so many opportunities for them to get their numbers up. 10-11 looking very strong here. No gaming equally as strong, but unfortunately for them, they've lost every player. And it's all left to Idea. He did play behind and that was his savior. But Apex surging forwards. Nobody trying to stand in their way just yet. Will they win yet another chicken dinner tonight? Cold hops into the buggy to find another entry position. Apex all alive. Nobody contesting this position they're trying to play from except the guys from Men of Blood. Men of Blood have equally been very, very persistent. They've got 4 players up. So it's a 4 versus 4 versus 4. Yes, 10-11 also has 4 players in the mix. RSG also have 4 players in the mix. It is now a battle of 4s. The only solo player here is the guy from No Gaming. But will that lead to something? Play zone about to decide what will happen here. Very decisive moment. Men of Blood still getting the stick from Unicorn. 11 will have to fall a little bit behind there, but that guys from Men of Blood are still holding on. The play zone will be a decider how the rest of this game will go. The utilities will have to start coming out sooner rather than later. Because now the play zone has shifted away from the guys from Men of Blood. Shifted away as well from 10-11, but Gordier does have a clean sightline into the play zone. And he does have the guys from Men of Blood within his sights. But can that do something? No idea. Catches one of the guys from RSG. Manny sends him back into the lobby. Happy. Halfons will be spotted and knocked away, but the reset. There will be an opportunity for that, but Beggar will be the next one to fall, courtesy of Apex. And now, 10-11 are going to be in trouble. But the reset from Sherex will come through. Beggar, unfortunately, will be taking some more and more damage. But I am sure he will be able to get picked up. RSG still holding on behind there, holding off. Sherex doing his absolute best to run to Beggar, trying to get him all the way up. Will he be able to make it in time, though? Gordier makes it in time, but he does get tagged up. And the vehicle comes out. Beggar, will he be saved, though? No, he will be confirmed, unfortunately. Sent back into the lobby. 10-11. Getting singed heavily by Apex. But the vehicle comes out. Might just get tagged away. As 10-11, just by the skin of their teeth, survive. And they might just get blown away there. Men of Blood still north of that position. It is going to get tricky here. But they might be able to take this shack and play from this position. They are blessed to have made it just in time. Gordier with just 1 HP. And the spray down continues. And now Men of Blood trying to sink their teeth in all of this action. Apex on the other side. Surging through again. RSG will now be the victims this time. Stoner knocked away. No Idea is still inside. Catching the guys from Men of Blood one after the other. A thorn in their side. This guy alone has done more for No Gaming than the entire team combined in this match. But will he be able to stop Apex? Because they do have that play zone. They are very, 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 very blessed with that zone. Apex. Looks like this might just be another chicken dinner for them. Utilities need to nice spray. No Idea. He does get caught. Beautiful spray from Gordier. And No Idea is now back into the lobby. And here comes Sherks. Hops into the vehicle now. Makes the advance a little bit forward. Plays from behind. Gordier. Beautiful split coming in from the guys from 10-11. And here comes Sherks. Pulls up to the scene. Hops out of his vehicle. And now Apex will have to deal with him. It's a 3 versus 1 in this area. There's a potential for 4 versus 1 on Kolos on the rear end. Playing through from that angle. That's a fantastic grenade from Sherk. Just falling a little bit too short there. Might just try again and falls short further. And Kolos now the next victim of a grenade. But will it connect? No. Falls a little bit too short. Still someone lurking behind. Still the guys from Men of Blood are still there. A nice grenade from Sherks, but doesn't do anything just yet. Kolos has to be careful though. He might be a victim of circumstance here. The play zone is inside of the water now. The play zone has shifted into the water. Men of Blood are still in the mix, but they're still on the rear end. Bank is tagged up. Creed gets the first knock onto Kage, but Kage will not take that one lightly at all. Unicorn was there and Cold came in clutch. Here comes Shreks, just prone inside. And he did not take a shot. Wow. Wow, that was performance from Shreks. He had all the time in the world to shoot and even get 1 point, but wow. Okay, sure. Apex once again will do the job. That is 14 eliminations for Apex and a chicken dinner once again. Beautiful performance from them. And 10-11 finally getting a performance that they've been looking for. Still falling a little bit too short there. They've got 2 eliminations only. That will be a little bit of a boost for them. Guys from Men of Blood in 3rd place with 5. RSG in 4th place with 3. No idea. And the rest of the guys from No Gaming in 5th place with 3. Extremists in 6th place with 10. Desperate in 7th place with 4. Dare in 8th place. Free Esports in 9th place with 4 as well. Afro in 10th place with 4. The Invincibles in 11th place with 4. 21st Century 12th place with 1. Guys from Foul Play in 13th place. Atrox in 14th with 1. Active in 15th with 1. And Vibe in 16th with 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the NPL tonight. And it was an honor giving you guys all of this PUBG Mobile content. It is your boy Priest. Big shout out to 1080 and our payment partners, Carbon Finance, for bringing you guys the NPL tonight. But it is time for us to wait for that leaderboard to tap right through. And we are going to see that on 1080 social media tomorrow. So make sure you follow them and 1080 Play across all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. They are there. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to call this a night. Big shout out to everyone who tuned in. Hopefully tomorrow night, same time, tune in for day 2 of the Super Weekend, week 1. Gonna have more of this. Will Apex continue to dominate tomorrow, or will 10-11 find their rhythm? Tune in tomorrow to find out. It's your boy Priest, and I am signing off. Super Weekend, more action, same time tomorrow.